Artists Creating Together is a nonprofit organization that provides programs and opportunities to people with disabilities from West and Northern Michigan. One of the classrooms that we have had the privilege of working with over the year is the Rockford Region 1 Transition Program. We explored creative movement and dance with the class this year.
Using lots of different music and rhythms, we are keeping in mind moving to the rhythms. It just connects your whole being when you dance.
These are all students between the ages of 18 and 26 years old. What an amazing class.
I've gotten to know these students. Ashley, she's awesome. She has a great memory. She knows what's happening and where everybody should be, and she's got that real gifting.
You can just be yourself. It's the one place where you can just find yourself in a different place and just do what you want to do. You get to express yourself.
She has some great ideas for the Special Mission Impossible dance.
You get to be spies and sneaky, and you can just have fun with it.
She's just very enthusiastic and a team player.
One of the young adults that sticks out for me is James.
When we go to free dance, there's like their own natural little dance comes out. When I think of James, I think of the way he moves.
We get to sort stuff in boogie, whatever music it is, either fast or slow. That's how I move.
To see his movements grow over the course of the year was pretty exciting.
I love dance class because I get to be with all my peeps.
People often think, why would that be important? You know, how does that equal learning?
We're not just hearing things, but we're moving when we're doing things, not only developing our skills, but how to move with those skills. This all connects with your brain.
Dance can help social skill development. It can help cognitive skill development. One of the really amazing things about Lori is she sets really high expectations for her students. She actually brought the class involved in the choreographing process.
We have been working on some pieces where they need to memorize those pieces and work as a team.
They are learning those important social, independence, life and work skills that they need so that when they graduate, they can be successful in the community.
It's thrilling to see what's been happening with each one. They're all just so unique, and it really is artists creating together. I love it, and I'm so grateful to be able to teach these guys.
One of the programs that I love that we do is the Visual Voice Project. It's an arts and healing program. We actually work in 3 hospitals. Every Wednesday, we are at Metro Hospital. These are all patients in the assisted breathing unit. For some of these patients, they've actually been in the hospital for years now.
For me, it's very enlightening and encouraging to me as an individual. I see people that refuse to say no. I think the art class gives them an environment where they can still feel very positive.
It just builds everybody's self-confidence in a very real and nurturing way.
I remember when we first started, and everybody was a little hesitant. The staff was hesitant, the patients were hesitant. The patients, they have limited motion.
They started out being scared of, you know, I can't paint and this and that. I have seen unbelievable accomplishments in all these patients.
It's the most amazing evolution I think I've ever seen in any program.
I can only move from my neck up. I like to draw, I like to paint.
Randy, he had wonderful ideas, and I think he sort of put limitations on what he could do and what he couldn't do, and I refuse to accept that.
I have to use my mouth to draw and paint.
It was really exciting for us to meet the challenge to say, hey, if you need to hold a brush, what are some of the things we can do to help you?
When it's completed, it really makes me happy.
I take out my, I guess you would say, a lot of my problems in my artwork, you might say. Helps me to relax a lot.
For all of the patients, this is something they really look forward to. This is the time where they get out of their rooms. They can have that connection with that larger world.
It builds up their confidence.
And then they end up feeling so good about their individual skills and talents and expressions.
I feel really good about my artwork when I do get one done. I hardly ever miss a day.
I like it friends and teachers.
It's for everybody who needs an opportunity to be part of a larger community.
If it had not been for people being different, we wouldn't have the beauty that we have today.
And I certainly would like to know that if I was ever me in that situation or someone I loved in that situation, that there would be somebody to bring that community. And we can't forget any of our people. Otherwise, we're weaker for it. Our longest running program is our annual Festival Day.
Festival Day started about, now 26 years ago. It's a day of art and celebration. It started as a smaller thing. Students with disabilities could come and participate in art. Since then, it's grown and grown and grown, and now about 1,500 students come each year. About 300 to 500 volunteers. We generally have about 40 artists.
Festival Day is amazing. It's such an awesome experience for my students. They don't get this type of art experience where they can get hands-on and get dirty, and it's just an amazing time. Opening ceremonies is a great time where we get to dance and have fun and look at all the KVO dancers. And then we were able to go experience the art arcades where they have a human car wash and they have a bunch of sensory things, which is so wonderful for these students. Some are super sensitive to it, so exposing them to that opportunity helps break down those sensitivities, and other kids need it for their stimulation.
We can put our hands in that goo. It's lots of fun. We were feeling like gooey stuff and stuff like that, and it was really cool and gooey.
And we got to ride a high-low. Some kids never get an experience to ride a high-low.
We went high into the sky.
They love, obviously, getting messy and having fun. Lunch is always a great time, and it's the most quiet time of the day, so I really cherish it. So after lunch, we got to go back into the arcades for a little while, and the kids had a great time. They face painted. We got to go to the mask making session where they get to put a cast on their hand and let it harden, and then they get to create different things out of it, so they can spray paint it and add glitter and feathers, and it's just a little memento to take home from Festival Day that they can cherish and remember the day from.
A day of art and fun just for them, where they can be the ones who are kind of the center of attention. They can be the ones who the crafts are specifically geared for. They get to experience an environment that's just for them.
For these classrooms, this is the day that they look forward to all year.
And as a teacher, it blows me away.
These teachers and staff, they work really hard all through the year. Festival Day is also a day where it's for them the day where they can see the best of their kids.
These kids who in normal life can have such a challenging day, when they're exposed to this art, it just brings out the best of their personalities.
They can see the celebration, they can see their kids reaching up and trying new things.
ACT is just a phenomenal organization. I can't say enough about the experiences they provide for our students.
It's a population that's so often underserved. The voices that they bring and the diversity that they bring to our community is critical. The more we can get opportunities for them to be able to express themselves and the community to see what an amazing voice they bring to the larger community, the more successful we're all going to be. I look forward to a world that doesn't see disability versus ability. I look forward to a world that says, how does your unique perspective add to our overall growth as a community? And I think someday we'll get there, and I think the arts are an easy way to help create that world.